Scene 13. 2 nights later, John hits Anthony up and tells him to meet him up at his cousin's house in Canarsie. Anthony really doesn't want to go, but he knows that he needs some help. He tells John that he'll be there at 10 p.m. sharp. Before Anthony leaves the house, he calls for an Uber ride. He decides to leave the car home. And then he tells his son to let mom know that he'll be back by midnight at the latest. Soon the Uber gets there and Anthony is out. Now the Uber driver is a really big-ass Puerto Rican dude. He looks stuffed into the front seat. He begins to drive, and about 20 blocks away, he slows down all of a sudden over on DeKalb and Nostrand and lets his window down. Yo! What you doing over here, puta? Anthony looks up from his phone to see who the driver is shouting to, and he sees Big Will standing on the corner speaking to the driver. Just seeing Big Will made Anthony nervous for a moment, but he just sinks down into the seat a bit and watches out the window. Big Will says, "Who you, motherfucker? You in my hood. You better be careful." "Yeah, okay, tough guy. Tell your boy Uncle I need my money. He owed me from last week's game, remember? Hey, you tell him yourself, puta." And Will grabs his crotch and throws up a middle finger at the driver as he returns the favor, driving away. Anthony waits for a few minutes, and then he says to the driver, "So you know Big Will and Uncle, huh?" The driver's like, "Yeah, I know them. We all work together for the same club out in Queens." "Oh, y'all have got to be the security, because I mean, y'all some big dudes." The driver goes, "Big? You think they big? Them dudes not so big." Anthony says, "Yeah, not to you. Nobody big to you." The driver starts laughing and says, "Well, I'm big, but believe it or not, there's guys that work there bigger than me and Mystique's. Those dudes, Uncle and Will, they work Sunday nights, and that's mostly gamblers and shit. But you gotta be a beast to work Friday and Saturday night. The club nights get wild, but that's my time to shine." Anthony looks at the driver's arms and says, "Yeah, I bet."